Hey Kaiju fans, so I got a product review, and this one is the Bandai Battra figure. This came out probably shortly after the movie in the early 90s. It measures approximately 15 inches across, and it's approximately, call it 10 inches wide, give or take. So it's a rather big figure, and I think this came in a nice bubble kind of box. And certainly the box is bigger than the figure itself, but it wasn't necessarily just something you just grab off the shelf. There's a number of kind of intricate pieces that are prone to breaking if you're not too careful. I really like this figure because of two factors. I think the first factor, if I just lift this up, is the style of the wings itself. I like the style. Just to begin with, in terms of the design from the movie, I thought this was a nice contrast compared to Mothra, which is much more of a protagonist, and this Battra is a little bit more menacing, more insect-like, and I think they did a fine job in the design. But you can already see the wings are translucent. They have a nice design, so they will hold up pretty well over time, in my estimation. And then, in addition to that, the body itself is a different sort of plastic, maybe more akin to the figures that have been put out by Bandai over the years, but there's a nice real shade here where you have the red spine kind of going down the back, and then it's nicely blended with the gold as well as the nodules and the little spines itself. They're nicely, they definitely stick out nicely there. And then if I turn this figure over just a moment here, you'll notice that the face of the figure is somewhat posable. You can turn it and swivel it, and the legs themselves are pieces that had to be inserted into the figure. Yeah, so the stand itself is also nice because I think just in order to kind of maintain the figure's stance as well as the pose itself, it's nice to kind of have it upright like this. And the good thing again about this figure is that you can sort of pose it and turn it around as such, and you can enjoy it from all angles on your display case. Yeah, so that's kind of a quick review of this Battra figure. I think maybe one negative comment I would have about this figure is the legs themselves. And maybe it's just due to the age of the figure, but it was often found it difficult to be able to kind of keep the legs on, just due to the fact that they're kind of older. And so I think if you end up getting this figure, you might end up having to glue the legs to the little holes that they sit in, because they tend to fall out, so you kind of have to be careful with that. But nevertheless, a really cool figure, early 1990s, to coincide with the movie Godzilla vs. Mothra. Obviously, hope you enjoyed this content. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and head on over to KaijuKingdomCollectibles.com, and we also have figures of this quality at that store. So check us out, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.